Welcome back. Hey girl. Sis, I see you over there in the background. How y'all doing? Girl. Now you know I see you over there hiding, girl. You can make a comment. It's alright, I don't bite. Why you on my channel? You know you don't like me. Hi y'all. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Your girl has just been filming. I have had to charge my batteries over and over again because I've just been filming so much, and filming and then editing and then trying to cook, clean, keep my house together, take care of my family. Child, there's a lot going on. But when is it not? Okay? So this video is going to be a real chill video. I wanted to do this video because I constantly get asked, girl, what happened to your business? Why are you not doing subscription boxes no more? Why can't I sign up? Why is your website not working? All these questions, especially for people who have been following me for a long time, these are questions that I'm getting. I do respond to most of you. Some people, I don't think I've responded to everybody, because I also have an Instagram with thousands and thousands of people that send me messages, and I just have not been on that page in a really long time. So I apologize if you are someone that follows me on that page and you also follow me here and you like, girl, did you abandon it? Sort of. So let's get into it, you guys. I'm gonna take you through what has happened and where we're going, reasons why, and all that good stuff. Please do get comfortable. This is a video where you do not have to watch me at all. You can go somewhere and do whatever you're doing. Just put me on in the background or put your headphones on and do what you need to do, because there's nothing that I'm really going to be showing. I'm just going to be talking, okay? So let's get to it. All right, you guys. So the question that I'm constantly getting, and I've jotted some things down to kind of jog my memory because this is a long journey. What happened to your business? So for those that don't know, I've had a business for a really long time, a little side hustle business where I was selling jewelry, accessories, sunglasses, and then I started a subscription box company before they became flooded. Everybody got subscription boxes, but I apologize for those who have heard this story a million times, but this is for the people who may not have heard and who are new and just need a little background on your girl. Okay, so I used to sell subscription boxes, and I had a variety. I had a fashion box, I had a wellness box, I had a jewelry of the month club, I had a variety box. Like, I had so many different options that you could choose from. I want to say it's kind of into 2019 is where I just was like, I'm done with this. Okay, so let's rewind a little bit. When I first started making videos on YouTube, I had already had a business. I was already established. I had already had a subscription company. I was already doing monthly payments and things like that from a long time. My business had grown over the years. You know, word of mouth had brought me in more people that I work with, people that my family had knew. You know, people were getting these boxes and they were like, oh, you know, I want to get a box every month. Oh, you're good at curating. This is what I'm into. Like, and it just took off, you guys, right? So super blessed to have had a successful business. Okay, I was very leery even in the beginning about bringing like my business to YouTube, because YouTube to me was never a business thing. YouTube to me was always fun and, you know, like entertaining and sort of like just sharing everyday life stuff. You know, I never thought to like integrate my business into YouTube. But then I started getting popular. I started getting more subscribers. I started getting more support and more social media followers. And even though my business was doing well, this is when social media started to kind of like take off, right? So any smart business minded person would use social media to their benefit to bring in more subscribers and people that would support your business and things like that. So I started making videos about how to start a business, you know, like what you need, how to get incorporated, LLCs, you know, what to do, what not to do, how to order, how to get vendors, like who to buy from, how to do samples, like just all this sort of stuff that I was kind of bringing to YouTube that wasn't necessarily planned, but kind of just happened, right? And it was going good for a while until, which I'm not going to get really all into, but some negative things had happened, you know, in conjunction with my business, and it totally changed the way I did things on YouTube. It totally changed what I shared. It totally changed, you know, what I presented to the world, and it was actually a lesson, and that's what I'm going to say about that. But I had actually stopped talking about my business altogether on YouTube, really. And so the people that I had gained from YouTube, I mean a bunch of people who started to sign up for the subscription boxes. Shout out to my girl Trisha Penny. She was one of my most loyal supporters. Anytime I dropped the line, anytime I dropped the box, she was the first person like, here sis, take my money, like, you know, sign me up. And just very supportive, always, you know, posting pictures for me. There's a lot of girls on here that are not on here anymore. They also did the same thing, bought stuff from me, you know, and always just like advertised for me. Some people I took it upon myself to send them things because they were just dope people, or I liked their style and I love the way that they represented my brand or what have you, right? So with all of that being said, it became overwhelming. This was not that side business was not my full-time job, and it was never meant to take over my life, okay? Like before I put the brand on social media, it was a lot to handle. But once social media people started coming in and buying stuff and subscriptions, like, it was a lot, child. It was a lot. And at that time when I was doing YouTube, or first started doing YouTube, in like a few years in, like, I was super busy, child. I was out here ripping and running, getting to the bag, okay? Out here helping my community, out here helping myself, going to school, you know, doing various things, trying to make a better life for myself. My husband and I, we were on our grind non-stop. Like, nobody was gonna stop our progression. I was tired, child. Okay, it was a lot of wear and tear on your girl trying to just be something in life and be better, you know what I mean? So it was hard for me to keep up with all of that stuff, because we're not just talking about, you know, little doodads people send in the mail or whatever. Like, I literally had to go out and source product, because I wasn't just sending one item. I was sending boxes of items to people. So I had to every week or every other week go to the wholesale district, bargain with my guy, figure out what was new, see what was trendy, what people would want, get samples before I could even send. I know Avatar is on. Avatar is one of my favorite movies. Okay, so I was saying I was very busy with trying to go to the wholesale district and source a ton of good quality products that I could offer monthly. And I had 4 or 5 different variety of boxes. So not only did I have to source fashion stuff, I had to source wellness stuff that I did not get from the wholesale district, stuff from China. Okay, no. And any some of you have gotten my boxes, so you can speak to it. I had high-end boxes that had designer things in it that I had to source. Child, listen, if y'all been around for a while, I worked my butt off, okay? Like, that business was my baby, you know what I mean? Like, I grew that business from nothing to everything, you know what I mean? Like, and nobody was doing what I was doing, okay? And I know people be like, oh, you shouldn't toot your own horn. It's not about tooting your own horn. It's knowing what you have built. It's being proud of what you have created, okay? Nobody was doing what I was doing until after I was doing it, okay? So, and that's not even, I want people to get the blueprint, and if you can make it work for yourself, do it, you know what I mean? What I'm saying is, at the time, I didn't have a blueprint to follow as far as like subscription boxes were going. Nobody was doing subscription boxes how I was doing subscription boxes, you know what I'm saying? A young black independent woman sourcing all these products. I wasn't rich, you know what I mean? I wasn't rich, but I took my coins and I figured out how to talk to people. I figured out how to bargain. I figured out how to get things in bulk this is all about networking. I live in New York. If you are from New York and you a New Yorker, there's nothing that we cannot make happen. Okay, New Yorkers are gonna make it happen if they want to make it happen. We are totally go-getters, hustlers. We gonna get it if we want. It's not built into everybody, but it's built into most of us. And even the ones that don't do it, it's in them. They just got to bring it out. Okay, so I was doing a lot. All right, so I started to get really worn down. Like my cousins and stuff would kind of help, you know, they would come over and help me like pack orders and, you know, figure out where everything was. And sometimes I was just so busy with my real job that I needed to pay people to assist me because I had so many things that were like backed up or whatever, and people would send emails and things like that. So like, if you've ever ran a business, large or small, you know that it is a lot of work, and it's a lot of little moving parts. You know what I mean? We're talking about packaging, we're talking about label printing, we're talking about quality control, we're talking about updating your website, we're talking about marketing, designing, shipping, you know what I mean? Just a plethora of things that go into small businesses. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have a team of people. It was just me and a few people that I could pick. My husband was not available for me to pull in. Like, he a hustler, you know what I mean? He has a career job, and then he has all this other stuff that we were trying to do, which we have done, and built another empire, which I'll get into later. I don't want this video to be super long, but I don't like to leave out details because I like to be pretty thorough so you get a complete picture. All right, so right around 2019, 2019 or 2020, I don't really remember. It was like right before I had came back to YouTube. I think I had told myself that I was gonna stop doing the subscription boxes because that shit was a lot of work. Okay, that was a lot of work, and we had already started doing our real estate. You know, we had started buying properties, low money coming in, you know what I mean? And not that I was ever even doing like my subscription boxes to, I don't know, be wealthy or whatever. It is something that I enjoy doing. I still enjoy doing it. As y'all see, I send a lot of people little boxes and stuff because it brings me joy. Don't ask me why. It's just something that I enjoy doing, and I'm not asking people to pay for it. But when people would buy my subscription boxes, they were paying for it. So when people are paying for a service, oh, you absolutely have to get it right. They don't care that you're tired. They don't care that you work the 9 to 5 and I had to drive an hour, cook, clean, you know, make sure my household's together, my family's. They don't care about that. Oh, I paid you $19.95 for this box to be here by March 2nd. My box better be here by March 2nd, or I'm going to write you a bad review. You know what I mean? I'm going to report you or whatever. Like, it's just small businesses, child. We go through it. And so, like I was telling my husband, I was like, oh, you know, I'm getting tired of this. Like, you know, I had stuff everywhere, you know, like just inventory on top of inventory, and I had to like constantly keep it organized. And like I said, depending on what was trending, some stuff was like dead stock, and I used to give a lot of stuff away, and it was like a waste of money. All the stuff I bought, I was doing t-shirts, child. I was just doing everything. I was doing a lot because I am definitely an ambitious person, and I did it. It was not like I tried to do it. I did it. I made it happen. I was doing it. But that stuff takes a toll on you if you are involved in other things. You know what I mean? Like the side business was the side business, but the side business had grew so big that it interfered with like my regular job and my regular life. And I was just like, I can't, you know, I can't do this anymore. And especially because it's not like I needed the money. It was great having extra money. I don't care. I always tell you, I don't care how much money you have. Extra money on top of your whatever money is always good money. But what are you trading for it? To me, I was trading my quality of life and my time to continue to keep this business going that was basically just me. It was too much. It was way too much. You know what I'm saying? Especially for the amount that I was doing. I was doing way too much. You know what I mean? So I came to a point, I think, when I started vlogging again in March, and I think that was 2020, right? So into 2019 into 2020, if y'all remember, if you was watching, I had said that I was going to be doing mystery bags, right? I was going to be selling mystery bags. Trisha Penny, you know about this because you asked me about them, because I never sold them. I never got to them. I still have them. And people was hyped, like, oh, you're gonna be doing the mystery bags, because I have all type of stuff, you know what I mean, like luxury things. And if you've been watching and you've supported, you know the type of stuff that I had available that would be in my subscription boxes. It wasn't crap. It was really good products that people looked forward to getting. So I had such a overflow of inventory of everything you can imagine. I decided that I was gonna do mystery bags. I was gonna sell them. That was actually my husband's idea. He was like, yo, just do like a, he didn't say mystery bag, he said something else, and he was like, so you could get at least some of your money back or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. And I have packaging and all this stuff, so that's what my plan was to do. Get rid of the overload of inventory that I had, and also kind of just wait until all of the people that had subscriptions from me, because they were on a reoccurring cycle. So people that had paid for a year of a fashion box, I can't just say, oh, I'm tired of packing fashion boxes and not do it anymore. I have to meet my obligation to the to that person who paid for a year subscription. So that's what I had to do. So that was basically the beginning of 2020. I was waiting for people's subscription to be over so that I could just be done with, you know, packing these boxes and sending this stuff out, because I was just exhausted and tired, and it really was not a necessity for me. We had grown our real estate business and some other little businesses that I don't talk about, and I just didn't need to do it anymore. Do I miss doing it? Sort of, but I still get my fill by sending out, you know, my little love mail here and there. Now it's Christmas, I'm doing little Christmas stuff, so I still get the feel of, you know, putting together like boxes. And even in my personal life, when I'm doing things for my girlfriends or my family, you know, so I still get to do it, but it's not the same pressure. It's not somebody whose credit card I charge, and if I don't get this to them, you know, even though I didn't get no sleep and it's 2 o'clock in the morning, it's gonna be a problem. You know, I'm not under that type of pressure. So I don't remember exactly, but I want to say sometime in 2020, everybody who had a subscription box from me, their subscriptions was ending, and I had to send out like a mass email to let everybody know that the site and the subscription boxes would not be continuing at the moment. And I didn't know when I was gonna reopen the site or anything. And Trisha, I'm sorry, because Trisha would ask me like, girl, when you gonna open the site? Are you gonna sell your stuff again? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. And I kind of do remember just telling you like, oh, I can't do it. Like, I'm just tired. I don't even want to be bothered anymore, right? So that was in 2020. But whole time I was doing that, I was also making my holistic products, and you guys would hear me kind of talk about, you know, certain things that I was making for myself or making for my family. I was making like stuff for my hair, stuff for my skin, sending stuff to sick family members. Like, this is stuff that I was doing just is, you know, part of my everyday life. And a light went off at some point, and I was like, what I need to do is focus more on this, like the whole holistic products, because that is what I really have always been passionate about and have always done, and went to school for it, and, you know, got a clear education on how things work and mixing certain things together, and quality control and all that sort of thing. I was like, oh, this is a no-brainer. Like, this is exactly what I need to be doing. So that was around the time, like I said, when I first had started vlogging again. And I do believe like it was like in the fall, and I had actually started making all these holistic products, but in bulk, because I had already made them for myself and, you know, my family. And I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I actually had already started incorporating my holistic products into my wellness boxes that I used to send to people that paid for them. So it's like I was already or was already on that wave and already sending these type of products. But now I was like, you know what, I need to refocus my brand. I need to refocus my brand. Do I want to focus on the fashion side, you know, anymore? Not really, because again, it was just like too much. And then, not for nothing, you know, they say everybody out here, everybody could be doing the same thing, but it all depends on, you know, how you doing it differently. Yes and no. If there's 50 million people all selling the same thing, all trying to do the same thing, there is definitely about 40 something of those people that probably are not going to make the money that they want to make. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. That's life, right? A lot of people have started doing subscription boxes. A lot of people were coming out with, you know, lip gloss of the month, or, you know, certain things, whatever. Child, let them have their time. I had my time. Like, I was just done. I was done. Like, I just didn't want to do it anymore. So the holistic products still is there, right? So what happened actually is I was in production of making, you know, like all this stuff. Some of you got the lip scrub. I was making lip scrubs. I was making lip oils. I was making the anti-anxiety sprays. I was doing sleep oils, like just certain things that I know work. And I am not gonna give you products that are not clean and pure like most of these people. I know how to test these oils that people are sending people that are claiming that they are organic and they are natural. They're not. Synthetic oil is a toxin. Okay, so you get a product from all these brands, child. People making stuff in their bathtub, people making stuff in their sinks that they spit toothpaste in, and then they sending you these products talking about, oh, this is clean. It's not. It's definitely not. And you know, a lot of times you don't know any better. You want to support, or you want to try to live a better life or whatever, and then if you don't know what to look for, you know, you get duped, you know. So a lot of that pisses me off as well, because it's like the quality of everything nowadays is just cheesy and terrible, and I can't stand it. But lo and behold, Corona. Okay. Corona hit, you guys, or shall I say the pan, and that basically changed everything. Okay, so I couldn't get certain things. You know, you guys know I started doing soaps. I started making soaps, but I was still in like discovery stage, you know, mixing and putting certain things for certain ailments or whatever. And it was just hard for me to get certain ingredients, because I'm not going to give you crap. I'm going to give you something that is pure, that is not going to harm your body. And those things cost more money. And a lot of people are not willing to spend more money to give you a better product. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that person. I stand behind everything that I put out, send you. Child, you can eat my stuff, okay? Ooh, that ain't sound right. But I stand behind everything that I do. You know what I'm saying? So once the pan hit, I couldn't get certain things. I was just like, yo, I was enjoying my home. I was enjoying being in this forever house that we bought, and just, you know, having free time, because any free time that I had was dedicated to my business back in the day. Any little moment that I had shit to do. We had, like I said, advertising, rewind, all those things that I said. Like, I was the one-man show that had to keep on top of all this thing, and it takes money to make money. I would tell anybody that has a business or wants to start a business, it takes money to make money, and you have to have a plan and execute your plan, or you just setting yourself up for failure. And who wants to fail, right? So then what happened is my cousin, I did vlog about this, but you guys will probably never see the vlog, because now that shit is like 2 years old. But I'm gonna wrap this up. My cousin and I and her husband and my husband, we were all together, kind of like hanging out, and you know, we like, I'm not gonna say we rich because I ain't even trying to put that out there, but we doing all right. Two very successful families. My family, my cousin's family, her husband, my husband, you know, and we do well for ourselves as well, you know. And we were all just kind of like sitting around, and our husbands had made like a joke, and they was like, yo, what y'all think y'all are, like the rich wife clique or whatever? So we kind of just, both of us was just like, we kind of like looked at each other like, you thinking what I'm thinking? And for some of you, I sent y'all invitations to the Instagram page, Rich Wife Clique. So that night is when that baby was born. And the Rich Wife Clique was actually going to be a more luxury line that was going to be created by myself and my cousin. It was going to sort of be like a semi high-end line with things that, you know, wasn't sent from China. Another thing that pisses me off with a lot of these brands or little boutiques today, and I don't knock nobody's hustle, but I don't like people that take advantage of people, right? So I see all these boutiques and what they sell because I see them in my wholesaler. I know what they're worth, I know what they cost. And you have these people supporting these people because they think that they are popular or whatever, selling stuff from China that costs like $2 for $40, $50, and then on top of that you paying shipping for $6. And then these people are cocky with it, you know, like, oh, my stuff, I'm not gonna charge less. What? For that $2.99 ring or that $2.99 necklace? Like, I just can't. I can't do it. I hate people that act, you know, all high and mighty when you selling the same thing that everybody else is selling. You just selling it for higher end, and you think you're popular because you got, like, I don't know, some popular pictures, child. That's from China. Stop it. Anywho, so the Rich Wife Clique was going to be a brand that was not sourcing things from China. So I had some people that we know, and we were going to be getting things from like Nordstrom's Rack, Target, all these like nicer stores, even Neiman Marcus, Lush, Bath and Body Works, like all these sort of like brand stores. We were gonna be able to kind of like incorporate those things into our brand with like some custom things that we were doing. I'm not gonna go too into it because this still might become a reality, but what happened was my cousin got sick. She got sick with COVID, and it just didn't happen. It just didn't happen. For most of you who followed the page, I posted a few things, you know, I made some advertisements and kind of was like starting the brand, starting the marketing, but it just didn't work out because this was something that we came up with together. So I'm not going to push this forward. Number one, I can't do it by myself. And number two, I'm not going to move forward without my cousin because this was a joint effort. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so the Rich Wife Clique brand is on hold, and everything else, C-Style Curations, the fashion part of it, at least for now, the subscription part of it, done. I don't have the passion for it how I used to. And you know, there's tons of other young girls out there who are you know, doing what I did then. They're doing it now. I just don't have the passion for that. I like to relax. I like to do what I like to do. I don't want to be constantly ripping and running and doing all of that for these little, you know, these little boxes. Well, I don't feel like doing it anymore. Like I said, I'm enjoying my free time. I'm enjoying my home. I'm enjoying my husband. I'm just enjoying my life these days. And that stuff takes a lot of work, and it occupies so much time and effort in your brain and everywhere. And I'm good. I'm good on that. I do have a ridiculous amount of inventory left from when I used to do the subscription boxes. So, you know, once I get back upstairs and I get to set my studio up and everything again, I kind of have to go through all that stuff. And I might still do like the mystery bags, selling them. I don't know how I'm gonna sell them, if I want to do like a Etsy thing or eBay, or reopen my website just to sell the inventory that I have, because I have a shit ton of inventory. Or maybe I'll just do like a a live or something. I've seen people do that. They do like lives on Instagram and they be selling stuff, and then I'll just be like, okay, this mystery bag is $5, this mystery bag is $10, and then y'all cash at me. I don't really know. I don't want to just give away the product, even though some stuff I might still give away, but there's some good stuff in there, y'all. There's some good stuff in there. Luxury perfume samples and, you know, things like that, stuff from like a higher end stores or whatever. Like, so I don't want to just give that stuff away. But I'll see. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, but that's it, you guys. That's basically it in a nutshell as to what has happened to my business. It was something that I chose to do because I don't have the time. I just don't have the time or the patience or the passion for it anymore. I really don't. And I'm just on to other things, you know what I mean? Like, I do still enjoy making like the holistic stuff, but that is back to just being for me and my family, because the business side of it, once Pan hit, I kind of just was like, oh, okay, yeah, I ain't doing all this, right? But I might pick the holistic part of it back up. I'll have to see, like, once I get resettled, if that's really something that I want to do. I know this video is probably super long, but I wanted to give y'all a thorough answer for the people that have been asking me, you know, is it coming back? I don't know. That's my true honest answer. As of right now, probably not, because I just don't have the passion for it, and I can't see myself going back to doing all of that I used to do, as far as like sourcing and marketing and taking pictures and having people take pictures for me and doing photo shoots and doing emails and text messages, packaging, you know what I mean, design, all this, you know, like I just can't see myself doing all of that. I don't have to do it. I just, you know what I mean, like, it was fun for me, and like I said, I wasn't mad at the little bit of extra money that I was making, but I used to give that money right back to YouTube, my cousins. Like, it wasn't really even no money really going into my pocket, but that's okay. That's okay. Like, I do stuff for the cause, not for the applause. So yeah, that's basically in a nutshell, you guys. If you have any other questions in regards to this, you can leave them in the comments, send me a message, whatever. I also want to do a Q&A. Never done one. I always say, like, I'm never gonna do this because people be asking like the craziest shit, but I think I want to do one because it just kind of helps people get to know you a little better, and I love getting to know others better, so I'm sure you guys might want to get to know me a little better. So that's it. We'll see about that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I appreciate you guys for sticking in. If you've lasted this long, I appreciate it, and I will see you in my next video.